Hi everybody and welcome back to Tunes Reviews. Today we are going to go over the top 10 picks for summer. Give me those summer vibes. Now I know it seems like I just came out with my top 10 spring list, but I wanted to kind of get a leg up and get my list out there for you all for summer, for what I'll be wearing. Every one of these fragrances I'm very excited about to be able to use and utilize for this summer season. I did do a little bit of a fib. I said that this was a top 10, but really it's a top 12. I could have just said 2 of the fragrances were honorable mentions, but what the heck, let's call it the top 12 list. Let's kick it off. As always, I hope you are all doing well out there. I hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to Tunes Reviews. And if you enjoy this content, please go ahead and click on the notification bell and watch more content in the future. Number 12 is a fragrance that I am absolutely in love with. It's something that is very reminiscent of what you would expect to see in a summer seasonal fragrance. Something that is very transparent and watery, but has a bit of a coconutty and fleshy tuberose, almost suntan lotion vibe to it. And that is none other than Tom Ford's Eau de Soleil Blanc. Eau de Soleil Blanc is a wonderful fragrance for the summer. And it is just beachy vibes, sun-kissed skin, oceanic breeze, very good, sexy, and fun. Number 11 on the list is a fragrance that I have owned on and off for the better part of 10 years. This is a fragrance that I think is absolutely perfect for all the gourmand lovers out there that want to continue to wear gourmand fragrances in the summer heat. And this is none other than Acqua di Parma's Mandorlo di Sicilia. Mandorlo di Sicilia is a wonderful concoction of basically sugar and almond. It's very much reminiscent of a root beer float to me. It has kind of these sugary elements and these spicy elements that go along with this very fizzy top with vanilla. So it's very reminiscent to me of a root beer float, and it's very delicious. There's a bit of a transparent quality to it, and as far as projection and longevity goes, it's usually about 6 hours. So when you're adding in the element of the summer heat, this should do very well for itself on those summer evenings. Let's get into the top 10 of the top 12 list. Coming in at number 10 is an absolute freaking beast fragrance. And it is absolutely delicious. It is one of my favorite from Zeroff. This is none other than Dolce Amalfi. Dolce Amalfi. What a beautiful, stunning concoction this is. Look at the beautiful bottle too. It's so pretty. I love the presentation for the Cosmoratti line. Now this one is a very juicy orange. There's some woods, there's some like tangerine, there's some of those juicy fruit elements, citruses and whatnot, that pair very well with some vanilla, some amber, and some woods. And this is just a wonderful concoction. I will say my fiance, when she smelled this on me, said that this smells like Christmas, so take that for what you will. For some of the people that don't have necessarily a very developed nose, that aren't used to these kinds of higher end, more niche type of fragrances. But for me, this is very much like a juicy cocktail, almost like an orange liqueur type of fragrance. And it's just really wonderful for anything that you would want to utilize for going out, maybe going bar hopping, going out to a fancy dinner, something like that in the summertime. Number 9 is a wonderful concoction. It is such a beautiful melody of fruit, like red fruits and spice. Oh my God, yes. This is Boadicea, the Victorious Glorious. Glorious is just, oh my God, it is so good. I do wish that it kind of projected more, because there is some problems with the projection department, but as far as the smell goes and the longevity, it's all pretty decent. I just do wish that it wasn't sitting so close to my skin. But I think for all of you out there that like things like Aventus, this is kind of like that, but a lot more fruity, and frankly, it's just, I personally like this better at this point. Aventus is just so overplayed, And for all of you out there that kind of want something that's kind of this cocktail of fruits with some spice, this is a wonderful choice, and I highly, highly recommend it for this summer season. Number 8 is a fragrance that I have absolutely fallen in love with. It is my favorite from the Armani Prive line, and this is called Blue Turquoise. Blue Turquoise is just stunning. It is amber and vanilla that's incredibly enhanced by this sea salt and almost like this suntan lotion vibe. The suntan lotion isn't very prominent. It's just mostly utilized by, I think, some kind of floral note, maybe, I would guess tuberose. But mostly this is like very much about the oceanic air without coming across as being an aquatic. I am not a fan of aquatics whatsoever. They actually tend to turn my stomach. But this is just such a beautiful, beautiful composition of that sun-kissed skin and oceanic air with some really delicious facets of vanilla and amber, so it has a little bit more oomph to it as well. Number 7 is from a house that I discovered last year, and it has quickly become one of my favorite niche houses. I think every single one of their concoctions that I've tried I've at least liked, but there's been 4 that I've absolutely fallen in love with. This is one of them, and this is from Rania J, and this is called Musk Moschus. I'm sure I'm butchering that name, but I can only do as well as I can, right? This is a wonderful concoction of blackcurrant, strawberry, and some spices. If you want a very fruity, clean, musky fragrance that is just invigorating, mouth-watering, transparent, delicious, look no further. This is an absolute stunner, totally slept on. I highly, highly recommend it. Coming in at number 6, this is an absolute beast of a fragrance. It is so, so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Probably currently my second favorite from the house altogether. And this is from Zeroff, and this is the mango smoothie with some chocolate concoction, Cruz del Sur 2. What an absolute beauty this is. It is one of the most true to life, juicy mangoes I have ever tried, if not the most true to life mango I have ever tried, with just a beautiful background of this creamy, almost vanilla chocolatey smoothie type of feel, and it is absolutely stunning and mouth-watering and invigorating. I will say that this is a little bit heavier, so go easier on the trigger, be warned, and definitely something that is great to be utilized for a night out. Number 5 is not a newcomer by any stretch. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time, and it is one of my staples, and it was the first fragrance review on my channel. On this channel, I did have an old channel that I deactivated a long time ago, but for this channel, this was my first review, and it is one of my absolute favorite fragrances of all time, and probably my favorite citrus-based fragrance of all time by master perfumer Jean-Claude Ellena. This is Byredo Concentré from Frederic Malle. Now, if you're looking for a fragrance that is going to do well in the high humidity and the high summer heat, you're talking 90 degrees Fahrenheit and up, or even 85 degrees Fahrenheit and up with high humidity, this is absolutely stunning. This is for when I am just sweltering, it's sweltering hot out, sweating, whatever. This is just a beautiful, beautiful, dirty citrus fragrance with some grapefruit and orange, hay, and some cumin, and it is just absolutely stunning, an absolute masterpiece in my eyes. Number 4 is also not a newcomer by any stretch of the imagination. This was one of my favorite fragrances for a very long time. This is probably tied as my favorite fragrance from the house, and it is just an absolute stunner of a fragrance. It has fig, it has banana, it has blackcurrant. It is just an amazing concoction of fruits, and a lot of people say that this one's challenging, but on my skin, this is mostly about that kind of fig, coconutty type of vibe with over-ripened nuances from other fruits like the banana, etc. I don't really get a very pronounced banana note per se, but just over-ripened fruit in general with that fig and blackcurrant, and this is none other than Byredo's Pulp. Byredo Pulp, oh my god, this lasts forever. It projects like a beast. It smells divine. I don't understand when I see people calling this a very challenging fragrance. I think that it's a complex fruity fragrance, so maybe I could see that, but all in all, everyone loves this when I wear it, so I'm not so sure about it being challenging per se, but get your nose on it if you haven't tried it. It is absolutely stunning, an amazing fragrance by Byredo Pulp. Number 3 was one of my favorite finds of last year. It is an absolute masterpiece. It makes me so happy whenever I smell it. I've talked about it several times on my Instagram, which is tunes_reviews, and I've also mentioned it several times on my YouTube videos here. This is from the House of Gallivant, and this is called Los Angeles. This is stunning. This is a neon floral is how I would describe it. It's how they describe it, actually. It's very much a coconutty, almost smooth, rich kind of creaminess to it with some tuberose, and it is so scrumptious. It's very, very delicious. And in fact, I know that there's kind of a theme here with some of those types of fragrances, that tuberose meets coconutty vibe going on. I have a couple of those in this list, but I would say that this one is the best that I've ever tried and one of my all-time favorite fragrances at this point. It just puts a smile on my face, and I highly recommend checking out Gallivant as a whole, and highly recommend getting your hands on Los Angeles. It is to die for in my eyes. Number 2 is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. It is just an absolute masterpiece. It's basically this musky element that is driven by a gin and tonic vibe, and it is from the House of Frappon, and this is called a Luminist. Luminist or Luministe is just, when this gets on your skin and it's hot out, it is just so fucking sexy, okay? I'm sorry, pardon me for the language, but this is just one of the sexiest fragrances I've ever tried, especially in that hot, blistering heat. It does so well for itself, and I highly recommend, if you have not tried Frappon's Luminist, giving it a shot, because boy oh boy, is it good. My number 1 fragrance for summer this year is a newcomer. It has only been in my collection for 2 months, but it is absolutely stunning. I love this stuff. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's palm leaves, it's beachy sun, it's sea salt, it's coconut. It's just fun vibes. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has the staying power and projection of a beast, and it's just absolutely beautiful. This is from Ramon Monagal, La Isla Blanca. Absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. This stuff is so gorgeous. It is so uplifting. It is so invigorating. It is so sexy. I absolutely adore this fragrance. I cannot wait to talk more about this in a full-fledged review, because it is absolutely amazing and highly slept on. I've hardly seen anyone talk about this. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about it other than, what is his name? Joel the Nose or Joe the Nose? I've seen him talk about it once, and other than that, I've not seen a single YouTube reviewer mention this fragrance. It is just so gorgeous, and I highly recommend checking this out for the summer season. Well, there you have it. There's my top 12. I hope you all enjoyed. I will be back soon. I am in the middle of moving and have some life changes going on for my career and all that kind of stuff. So lots and lots and lots to unpack and lots going on. So I'm sorry that I haven't been pushing as much content, but I will be back and at it very, very soon. So thank you all so much to all of you that look forward to and enjoy my content. I will be certainly pushing more when things start to settle down a little bit. I hope you all are well and happy, and I hope you all enjoyed the list. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.